This video is about driving tour on General Maxilom Avenue or Mango Avenue, Cebu City. I'm just turning on the roundabout here in Puente Osmeña, Cebu City. Now I'm out now. So I'll be giving you a driving tour around the area known as Mango Avenue. So this is the street that is known as Mango Avenue among the locals, but its real name is General Maxilom Avenue or General Maxilom Street. It is quite common here in the Philippines that a street have two names, and the locals are still calling it in that name. So it is always clogged up here as well in Mango Avenue. That's how I want to call it, because even if you ride a jeepney, they always call it, oh, I'll stop by Mango Avenue. And what you can see here, the National Bookstore, the old Century 21 theater is not there anymore on the right side. And as you go along, you can see the tallest building there, the Horizons condominium is here in Mango Avenue. And in fact, we can see on the right side one Mango Avenue Commercial Center. It signifies what I've been saying, that even though this is General Maxilom Avenue, people still call this street Mango Avenue. So I'll be showing you around until the end of General Maxilom Avenue or Mango Avenue, because it does not stop where the crossing of where Dole building is. It's still extended on. There is a General Maxilom Avenue extension. So here around the Horizons is where you see on the left side, that's the former Rostan supermarket building. It's now a Buhan restaurant. A Buhan restaurant, by the way, is quite famous around here for its bulalo, puchero, all the Filipino dishes. They have a reputation of being the best on those dishes. And up ahead you can see the Iglesia ni Cristo Church. And also beside this, before I forget, beside this former Rostan's building is St. Teresa's College. It's quite a very prominent and famous for St. Teresa's College is like graduates of St. Teresa's have long been quite successful college graduates there. But they are known in the different fields, politics, fashion, entertainment here in the Philippines, because it's quite a good school for girls. And it's a Catholic school. And all along here as well, the reputation of Mango Avenue as the new red light district here in Cebu City, because this is where you're gonna find the bars, girl bars, bikini bars, go-go bars as we go along further. So you see, that's the streets, and that's the Horizons 101. The St. Teresa's College over there on the left side. They have produced a lot of successful graduates there. The all-girl Catholic school. And there's the Horizons condominium. So this is one prominent street because it gets you off in the roundabout from the Osmeña circle, and you're from the capital. This is on the left side, and This is an old street. The name Mango Avenue comes during the Spanish time, that it is all lined with mango trees. And as you know, progress and it becomes a highly urbanized city, it's all been cut off. You can't hardly see any mango tree around. That one there are mahogany trees. But that's how it the name derived from during the Spanish time. And now it has been named General Maxilom Avenue for 80 years now. It was even named before World War II, but still the locals is not familiar with its proper name. It's always been called Mango Avenue even up to this day. So that's St. Teresa's College. It's face-to-face classes, so you can see it start to get traffic around here. There are schools here, St. Teresa's College, and then St. Benedict's. If you go on the left, turning there where the traffic lights is, going to Redemptorist Church, and then further on you got the University of San Carlos Boys School, and then behind it is the University of San Carlos. They like kindergartens, like all the daycares, beginners, and all that. So there you got Irene Tattoo, Pacals, and over here is the Horizons Cebu. I haven't done this driving, so I could look around better, because when I do the walking tour here, you have to watch your back, you have to watch the traffic, and it's extremely hot today. So I'll just give you a driving tour, which is also explaining what you can find, which is also quite popular, and a lot of people like that as well among my viewers. So if you're looking at the traffic lights up ahead, the turning on the left is where you turn going to Redemptorist Church, and there are schools around there. Number one is the St. Benedict's Learning School. Although it's green, we don't move here. That's how traffic it is now at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So Pacals has been there for a while now, and the former Pudarama, which is also on the left side up ahead after the turning of the traffic lights, is now closed. It's been one of the longest supermarket around here I could remember is Foodarama, but now it's finally closed its door to Cebu. Even the branch on the municipalities like Consolacion is also closed. You can't really go through. So you can't even turn on the left here. You have to go further, and then you turn on to a different road from here. Get off from here, not on this one. It's only exit on this one. And there you go. You got Julie's Bake Shops, RD Pawn Shop, and also the famous barbecue in the corner is still there. And that's that place where the pink building, there used to be a Baskins and Robbins ice cream place there before. I could remember when I was still young. Or I don't know, is it Baskins and Robbins? I just forget, but I know it's a big ice cream place that's quite popular. And also here, if you go inside the Redemptorist Church, there's a mall there called Happy Mart. Not Happy Mart, no. Something like, I know there's bump cars inside that I was like, as a kid, like, oh, mesmerized by the bumping of the cars. I only been there, rode a bump car once, but that's the childhood days when I'm a young child in the squatters of Gorordo Avenue. So that's our Pudarama. That's one of the oldest sort of supermarket here in Cebu City, and it's closed now, and all its branches in Cebu. So we are now around the red light district. Now that Cebu is open, I'm sure these bars left and right, like the Philly, Little Jane, Planet X, oh, it's all for rent. So they're not coming back to business. There's the Mango Viking Bar. I think it's still open because there's someone guarding there. That's the Iglesia ni Cristo. And then this crossing is where you find the River Gate, and that street is Vicente Soto Drive. So here is another school, the San Carlos Boys High School. So there, it's not Boys High School anymore. It's the San Carlos Mango Campus, I think, because there are girls as well in there. San Carlos North Campus. So it's not just exclusive for boys like it used to be. So there, University of San Carlos Basic Education Department North Campus, General Maxilom Avenue, Camputao, Cebu. So this is quite San Carlos is quite a famous, a quite known good educational institution, a good private school. So what's happening here? There's an ambulance going through, and then someone wants to cross to the gasoline station but can't because there is a lot of traffic blocking him. So this is chaos. You can see there in front of us. And why is it so traffic? They should not be allowing crossing over. There is no turning point anywhere else unless you go straight on to Fuente Osmeña. So okay. So this is not just contained to just a boys' school like I could remember. It is now the North Campus of both boys and girls high school. So we continue on. That's the Dole building that I'm saying. Dole is Department of Labor and Employment here in the Philippines. That's Region 7. That's the regional office that caters to the labor unions. But with employees complaint, it is around Fuente Osmeña. There's the National Labor Relations Center, NLRC. So Lighthouse Restaurant on the right side is still here. And again, Mango Park Hotel is here on the left side. There you can see under ad 48 guest room, Mango Park Hotel. So like I said, we're still calling it, I myself still call it Mango Avenue. And to pass Mango Avenue, you either have the one from Mandaue City, jeepney and bus routes that coming from Mandaue City, and this is the jeepney 04C, an old route here that jeepneys pass through Mango Avenue. That's Lahug, Mango, Lahug, Gorordo, Lahug. It's the start of the traffic rush. Lighthouse Restaurant on the right side. That's an old Filipino restaurant that's quite famous before, and now it's become just one of those. Ouch. So we will continue on to the Mango Avenue extension, or General Maxilom Avenue extension, because it doesn't stop here. It still continue on at the end of this road. And the crossing here on the left is Gorordo Avenue. On the right is a General Chavez extension. So we are now on the Mango Avenue extension. There's City Loft condo there. The former Sacred Heart School is now like a skill school by the government, offering different kinds of technical courses. And on the left, that's one of the biggest cemetery here in Cebu City, Carita Cemetery. You can see there a lot of gravestone makers that cost less than what you can get abroad, because I could remember when my father-in-law died, Old B spent a fortune just for a headstone. And that's our Carita Public Cemetery. It's now like have buildings because it's so full up. And also sad thing right there are families that actually live inside the mausoleums of some rich families, or just on the side of graves, which is really sad. But I think it's safer for them there in the cemetery than just living on the streets. Anyway, the festival of remembering the dead of November 1 and 2, that's when they get off from the mausoleum and have it all cleaned up. But the rest of the year, they can't be bothered there. I mean, they're safer there, to be honest. I was interviewing one before, and they said they feel safer there than just living in any corners, street corners, or just living on under the bridge, beside riverbanks. And there in the cemetery, they only get up a week every year during the festival of remembering the All Souls Day, All Saints Day here in Cebu, Philippines, and not just Cebu, all over the Philippines. So a lot of them got all their different headstones, and you can have it with pictures and all that. It'll just cost a quarter of what you pay abroad, or even maybe 10% of what you pay abroad. I know that because, like I said, my husband paid a lot on his father's gravestone. And on the left, as we continue on, this is still General Maxilom Avenue's extension is the DSWD Region 7 office. And on the right, that's still the DSWD for the local office. And around here, if you look on the right or left rather, that's the Bureau of Quarantine during the pandemic. And here is a lot of urban settlers here in Caritas. This is one of the biggest one here. You can see on the right, this is the Carita area, and there is the Department of Health on the left side. So there's an accident then, that's why there was an ambulance there. So still continuing on, this is still General Maxilom Avenue. That's where you find Queensland motels, and here they have their main Queensland hotel here in Carita barangay of Carita. There's a condo that you can see up ahead, and then there's the Gaisano Capital Corporate Office, the smaller building there. One of my law school teachers are the head of the legal team there. And this is the Queensland Old Lodge, and this is the old white gold building. It's still not functioning, and there is, you can see it as the old white gold building on the right. It was on fire before, and they are still debating on it to be arson, but I heard it has already been decided it's arson. Robinson's Galleria Cebu is here. The one you see in Puente is the Robinson Cybergate. So we are now right on the end of General Maxilom Avenue. Here, this is called the General Maxilom Avenue Extension, and the crossing on the front, it's called the North Reclamation Area.